Hi guys. How you doing? I'm better. I'm better. It was a rough day yet, but now tonight I seem to be getting better. It's been tough. It's been tough. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to play catch up on my readings tonight now that I have a burst of energy all of a sudden. Um, sorry, trying to post this. Okay, so I have a burst of energy all of a sudden, like just a little bit ago. So, I think this ascension is subsiding. Like I'm evening out. So, it's been painful. I tell you what, it's been so painful. And, you know, a lot of you know my husband's going through an awakening, so I'm ascending, he's awakening at the same time. So, very painful in our household. And I'm going to have him talk on a video one of these days when he's ready to do so and explain what he's been going through so you guys can have an idea of what masculines actually experience. Okay. Yeah, sorry, my bra straps show. I'm like in love with Victoria's Secret in pink, so whenever there's sales I go crazy. Anyway, so we'll let people get in here. And yeah, I woke up feeling horrible. I felt horrible throughout the day, and now it's kind of subsiding. So it's better. But that doesn't say that it won't come back again. Let's see what happens. Okay. So, those of you who have emergency readings, I'm going to try to bust them as many out tonight as I can. I've been getting headaches when I channel because of the Ascension. So I'm going to see how long I last. It's been very intense. Very, very intense. So, I'm going to go in on a few things tonight that I feel are topics that are needed to be discussed. And honestly, you guys kind of bring the topics to me, and then I receive information about those topics. And I'm not trying to play perfect here, guys. I'm actually learned from my own work. Okay, I do. You know, I'm a Life Path 11 wounded healer. I heal from healing you or assisting you in your healing process. So my work is changing. It's been leaning more towards healing and understanding of these journeys and that sort of thing, rather than focusing on the 3D aspect of the journeys, which, you know, some channels are focused more on that. So I feel if people want to focus more on the 3D aspect of the journey of like what's going on with them and karmic situations, etc., 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 that's not something I will go into too much on my channel. Or, you know, that sort of thing, or when are they coming, when are they doing this, da 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 da. That's 3D stuff that I don't feel the need to discuss on my channel. So, you know, if it comes in, it comes in. Okay. I kind of go with the flow with everything that I bring in. I don't really, you know, like focus on one thing because I channel, my guide makes that decision for me. And like I said, guys, like everything is changing with my work. It really is. And some of you are noticing that. It's like I fulfilled one part of my purpose and we're on to the next chapter. So that's how that is. Let's see here. I'm more comfortable with doing this work as time goes on and understanding that I don't need to be embarrassed of this. That is an ego problem. You know, as a lot of you know, it was really tough for me to go on YouTube like this, but I felt very driven to do so. And it has been kind of tough being in a small community. However, people are starting to open up to it around my community, which is cool. I also want to tell you guys that when you go through Ascensions, what I notice, and it's going to happen to you as well, you put off like a shine, like a glow, and people are going to be approaching you more. And I've already noticed that. I don't go out very much. But I went out New Year's Eve, and a lot of people approached me, which was unusual for me. So, the symptoms I've been having, stomach aches, really bad headaches, and it's not like a normal, like just a migraine you can take some Tylenol for or whatever you take for it. It's like all around here, pressure behind my eyes, it's pressure up here. I can feel my crown chakra pulsating like it's bringing in information, and it hurts so bad about drops you to your knees. Okay? It's really been horrifying, and my oldest daughter, I feel, is maybe experiencing it as well, because I do feel that she is in tune. My youngest daughter's just a baby, and she is RH negative blood, and you can tell that she has a gold aura surrounding her, so she's here for a purpose as well. And we think she's having symptoms because she's been crying a lot, and I took her to the doctor, and there's no ear infection or anything like that. So yeah, it's strange. It's strange. My middle daughter, she's not as open. I can see people's crown chakras, and she's not as open as my other two are. So she's fine, but yeah. Yep, nauseated. There's going to be a lot of cleansing of toxic out of your body going on for those of you ascending. TMI, but you're going to be using the bathroom more. You're going to crave more healthy, whole foods. It's to the point right now, guys, that, like for me, eating processed foods that taste like poison, it's so gross. Like, ew, you know? So, anyways, the topics I feel driven to discuss right now is expectations, okay? I triggered a few people today with that, but I think I'm here to do that. I'm here to trigger you, okay? Because that's part of your healing process, correct? Having expectations, people are not understanding quite exactly what I'm talking about here. When it comes to expectations, like, for example, you text your person and they ignore you, and you're like, oh my God, they're not texting me back. They should be texting me back. They need to respect me. They need to do this. They need to do that. That blah, 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 blah. Okay, you guys get my point there. That's having an expectation, okay? Somebody kind of argued with me about that today on Instagram, and I just kind of let it go, but I explained it to him. But anyways, it is an expectation. It is an expectation, okay? You can't fight against somebody's free will. Nobody has to give you respect, okay? Just like that woman that emailed me because she didn't get her refund because she paid me twice in accident or whatever happened there. She said that I owed her respect. That's an expectation. Nobody has to give you respect. Nobody has to apologize. Nobody has to text you back. Nobody has to do this or that. And then, you know, some people, they don't get a text back from their person, or they don't get the result that they want from their person, so they get mad and they block them, okay? So, a couple things about that, because a lot of people that were, you know, arguing about that as well. Well, I block them because they're not respecting me. That's one thing. Boundaries is one thing, okay? Boundaries to love yourself, to give yourself respect, to have expectations out of yourself, which is getting respect. That's okay to have expectations out of yourself because you have the ability to fulfill those expectations. Okay? So if you block somebody or shut them out of your life to respect you, that's perfectly fine. That's growth, that's respect, that's sitting in your power, that's boundaries. If you block somebody because you got mad they didn't answer your text, or you got mad that they didn't say what you wanted to hear, and you're like, well, if I block them, then they're gonna change. They're gonna do what I want. That's manipulation. Okay, that's manipulation, and it's having expectations. And this is something that I do feel a lot of you are going to experience with ego death. Okay, there's going to be ego death going on, and it's going to be harsh. Some of you are going to be very, very triggered. And like I said, I'm here to trigger some of you with the reality of this ego death. Okay, so holding expectations on people, whether it's your friends, your children, your parents. Of course, with your children and helping them grow into adults, you want to have healthy expectations out of them, correct, to teach them. But to expect them to be what you want them to be and not what they want them to be is another thing there. Okay. But like if a friend says they don't want to hang out with you tonight or whatever, and you get mad and guilt trip them, that's having expectations. So anyways, that's one thing I wanted to discuss. The difference of giving yourself boundaries and self-respect versus expectations. Okay. All right. Yeah, so yeah, definitely. Pretty explanatory right here, what's going on. Spiritual awakenings, for sure. So yeah, if you know, and somebody asks, well, what do you do? You know, and that's another thing. Forgiveness is going to be very important right now because there's going to be emotions surfacing that a lot of you have swept under the rug for a long time. There's going to be like sexual abuse or, you know, physical abuse or parent things or, you know, exes and that sort of thing that are going to be surfacing as well that a lot of you are going to have to face. And why is that? Because you have not faced it head on yet. You're not healed from it. You're going to realize this. A lot of you have not ended the contract yet, and this is what you need to do is end that karmic contract because we're at that year of ending. And even though you haven't talked to that person in X amount of years, there's still that aspect of not forgiving and ending that contract. Okay? And somebody's like, well, how do I forgive or if my narcissistic parent or whatever is at Christmas every year? How do I do this? And you know, it's a matter of forgiving for you and releasing that burden that you're carrying around that is affecting every other aspect of your life right now. Okay? So holding on to those burdens is only affecting you. They don't care. They're winning by that. They are winning by that. So when you're carrying around those burdens and letting them affect you, and a narcissistic person is insecure on the inside and refusing to face their demons, and they take it out on everyone around them. And when they affect you or make you uncomfortable at a family gathering or whatever, or get that result out of you, they like it. They like it. So my recommendation is if you do have to deal with people in a daily life, because some of you work with these type of people, is to release those burdens, forgive them, pick your battles, turn your head the other way. You know, you can forgive somebody without having them in your life. You don't have to have them in your life. Absolutely not. Boundaries are very, very healthy, very important. You know, and if your person's doing that to you and you put out healthy boundaries and cut them off, absolutely. Absolutely. So I do feel that with this all, that healthy boundaries are going to be established as well. Okay. And forgiveness is not about that person. It's about you. It's about you and your learning process and understanding the big picture. Okay. Anyway, so we'll see what's going on, guys. I really feel that there is some deep spiritual awakening going on amongst the collective, ascensions, that sort of thing. The masculine, definitely awakening, no doubt in my mind. And a lot of them, guys, have secret plans for 2020 that they're not telling. Like, they're not, it's in their mind. They're thinking this out. They're actually planning things. And you're probably not aware of it, okay? So I do feel that some of you are definitely angry because your person is not contacting you, and this is where the expectations need to be dropped here. Okay, they don't have to contact you. It's their free will. You know, don't expect them to right now. And honestly, I don't feel that they're going to because they're going through this awakening process and they're trying to avoid this connection because this connection triggers them right now. Okay, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to their current lifestyle, you know, that sort of thing. And that's where, you know, the codependency aspect here, and they're going to be pushed to release these codependency issues that they have on other people, other things, jobs, etc. It doesn't have to be a person. Okay, addiction as well, and it's causing a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. They don't want to release this at all. Okay. So I do feel it's inducing some form of transformation here. It's going to induce a transformation. It's creating a lot of vulnerability because they have no control over the universe pushing them in this direction. However, a lot of them are still not going to end these cycles, okay? So they're going to fight this right to the core. But like I said, the universe is going to keep intervening, okay? That's all that's going to happen. It's not going to solve the problem for them, all right? So I do feel right now it's, you know, past life karma surfacing, inner child wounds are surfacing for the collective as well. You know, they're having nightmares, they're having dreams. They have a lot of anxiety going on right now, guys, because all this stuff is like just surfacing out of them very quickly here. And they're really struggling to love themselves right now. They're at a really low point in their lives right now, like trying to face all of this stuff here, okay? And they feel very tied down to their current lifestyle, okay? However that may be, they may be tied down to the awakening that's going on, feeling out of control, okay? They don't want to change. They don't want to open that gate. They don't want to go into a different direction. They're trying to avoid this transformation. They're trying to avoid everything that goes along with this. And they're actually getting quite angry about this situation, okay? They're frustrated. They're angry. They feel like they're being punished. Okay, why am I being forced to end my situation with my current partner? Why am I being forced to end this situation with my mother and father? Why are these childhood wounds surfacing? Because they weren't that sort of thing. Okay, so it's creating a ton of hostility here, and they're just angry. So in all honesty, everybody, like, you probably don't want to be in contact with a person right now because they're not going to be very friendly to you. So I do feel the universe is definitely putting a wedge there so you guys are not in contact at this time for a majority of you. Okay. Well, you can walk away. That's your choice. You know, it's your choice. And if your contract with your person is done, if it's done, the universe will intervene until you change, okay? Because the whole point of these, you know, ascensions right now and these changes is to make the world a better place, okay? And if you stay in a miserable partnership, what kind of example are you setting for your children, okay? Unless you can heal that karma in your connection, because some people are with a soulmate, a high-level soulmate, and there's karma there that can be cleared out, and changes can happen, and forgiveness can happen, and they can continue in that commitment and grow, because you can grow with a soulmate as well, okay? A lot of people want to disagree with me there, but I truly believe you can. There's some people that have a connection with their twin flame, and it's completely energetic because their twin flame is not on the earth plane, okay? So it's a matter of growth. And if your connection is not growing any longer and, you know, God or the universe is seeing this, I do see a wedge being put in, okay? And you're going to basically, throughout this year, go through absolute misery until you release this karma that's done. That's done, okay? So right now I feel like your person is unreachable. They feel like you're unreachable. There's these illusions here about this connection that it can't happen. It cannot, it won't happen, that you're stuck where you're at, that sort of thing here, guys. But, you know, yeah, your person feels stuck. You feel stuck. You both want to come towards each other, but it's not time right now. There's these hostilities. There's this awakening going on. There's this stuff surfacing at this current time, okay? But I do feel that eventually your person's going to come out of that door, okay? Time frame, guys, you know, it's different for everybody. All right, it's different. I do feel there's going to be some action taken. It may be towards you. It may not be towards you. It may be just towards the healing process. There's going to be changes taking place with this moon energy and the eclipse and whatnot. Okay, I do see it. I do see it. They're entering the door to the 5D. They're entering the door to the spiritual world. So are you. A lot of ascension going on, that sort of thing amongst the collective. So a lot of you may feel like you're in a dream state right now. You may feel like you're half in 5D, half in 3D, that sort of feeling. That's what's been happening to me. I don't feel like I'm in the 3D, and it's really been hard on me to grasp the 3D at this time. Like, oh, I forgot to pay bills because I'm not in the 3D. I'm not thinking of the 3D. Okay, so my bills were late, and I'm just like, oh crap, you know, like I need to pay bills here, and I had to pay bills today. No, like I'm totally in la la land right now, okay? So I do feel that a lot of you are very hesitant about this connection today with your person. You're wondering if this is a real connection. Is this really a twin flame? Is this really a high-level soulmate? Is this really what I thought it was? So there's a lot of that hesitancy, whether this is a soul connection or whether this is real. Okay, there's going to be a lot of that going on during this process as well. And this is where I feel some of you may discover that your person isn't truly what you thought they were. Okay, the reality is going to hit as you go through ascension. Okay. But in general, even if the connection is real, there is going to be some questioning here whether this connection is what you think it is right now. So you're going to be very hesitant of holding this person's heart if you've been wasting your time, if this is just bullshit. Okay, I do see that happening. Crown chakra activation, definitely happening big time. And because I can clear people's chakras, I can see their 5D selves, if their 5D self is cooperative, that is. And I can see which chakras are activated, which chakras are not. Okay, I can open chakras, I can clear them, you know, whatever here, guys. I see them. I see crown chakras, like, activated amongst society in general here. It's not just certain people. Not just certain people. I see heart chakra activations happening as well. The heart chakra is opening. People are learning compassion and love. And, you know, I cleared my husband's chakras the other day, or I checked his chakras for him since he's going through an awakening. And prior to this awakening, when I would look at his higher self, I saw the chakras trying to open, and it was literally like pressure. And all of them, like, they wanted to come out, or there was like bars over them and that sort of thing. And, you know, I cleared his chakras, and I didn't say what I was doing to him, but there was like a bar over his heart. And I removed it, and he was like, ouch, what was that? And like, he felt it. It was just really weird. Okay. Anyway, so a lot of people come to me to have chakras cleared, like my friends and stuff, because it gives them a euphoric feeling. Okay. So guys, I am seeing karmic contracts coming to an end. I see karma being cleared, definitely there. Okay. Whether you stay with your person or not, ending karma, having a new start, you know, when it comes to a relationship where there's karma that needs to be served, karmic debt that needs to be served, like I said, it doesn't mean you have to leave that person. If you guys can clear that out and get on the same page, I mean, it can happen. Karma is energy. Okay. And it's happening big time right now. So you're going to be faced with that karma. It's going to surface heavily. And a lot of it is karmic debt from a past life that has to be surfaced and cleared out. So this is the time for that. It's the time for that. Okay. And, you know, your person does appreciate you regardless of what's going on in their life. They're really thinking on it as well. You know, they're very indecisive about this. They're being pushed in these awakenings. They like it. They don't want to deal with it. Okay. And right now I do feel that they're really aching. They're really upset. They have a lot of heartache going on in their life. Okay. They just don't like what's going on. And they're very emotional. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. I'm not clearing chakras while I'm working. Yeah, and that's the negative energy he's going to have to release. And, you know, you can't force anybody to release anything. You can't. And as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to karma, or if they are in a contract with somebody right now they're not willing to release, I would just suggest minding your own business when it comes to that. Okay, it's really not your problem. It's their issue they need to deal with. And putting yourself in the middle is just setting you up for pain and, you know, being let down. And it's sincerely just, it's not your issue at all. Okay? And all you're going to be doing is putting, like I said, you don't want to be a part of their issue. You don't want to put a band-aid on it while they go through this. Okay? Like, yeah, work on yourself. Don't worry about them. They have to deal with their own contracts just like you do. I doubt they were there for you when you were dealing with your karma. Okay, so Their spirit guides are with them, guys, okay? They are. Their angels and spirit guides are communicating with them, so you don't need to worry about them. They are protected during this time. So are you. Some of you are dealing with karma as well, okay? So I do feel that, you know, they're going to be discovering their passion. They're going to have downloads about their passion, their purpose in life. That's something they're going to face as well. And a lot of this is, you know, like I said, there's no growth in this karma anymore. There's no growth in these they're being held on to anymore. And that's where I feel like there's going to be that ending coming in so they can, you know, start being creative, start being more in tune with themselves, that sort of thing. Yes, I can clear chakras. It's kind of a form of mediumship. It's really hard to explain, but you can take classes to do it, like mediumship classes, SRT classes, that sort of thing. But that's a whole nother topic. Okay. So right now, guys, I do feel that they're daydreaming about their purpose. They're getting, you know, visions, that sort of thing's going on here. They're longing for a life that they desire more. They're really getting visions of what their life should be, what they want in life right now, because they're definitely changing. Okay, you're changing. When you go through an awakening, you change. You're not the same person anymore. So it's kind of like the death of the old me and the new me sort of thing, and that's what this person's going through. Okay. So it's going to require some patience here, guys. A lot of you are really sick of waiting, which you don't have to wait for anybody. Move on with your life. Work on you. Okay, so I feel a lot of you probably cut this person off, or you just had a harsh cutoff, or you just stepped away from the connection. And I do feel that that's there for a reasoning, because you're meant to do that right now. You're meant to stay back. You're meant to work on yourself. You're meant to put the focus elsewhere at this time. Okay? Because this has not been a fair connection anyways. It has not. You've been giving and not receiving out of the connection. Okay? Yeah, they are literally, the universe is backing them into a corner and forcing things upon them right now. So it's just not a good situation. A lot of them are not going to tell you. But there is some unexpected development occurring, okay? So with this moon shift, there is. It's occurring, you know, there's sudden endings, there's sudden beginnings, you know, and they may wake up overnight and feel completely different, okay? So there is a lot of self-reflecting right here. They're having more hope with their life, you know, that sort of thing. And they're starting to realize how others see them and how they want other people to see them. I feel a lot of them may release, some of them, not all of them, the worry of what other people think, because that definitely is an ego problem. Okay? So they definitely are making these decisions right now and weighing out the options, and, you know, they're wanting to be fair, they're wanting to be equal. They're also realizing they're manifestors. So I do feel with this moon, guys, there's going to be some strong manifesting, so really watch your thoughts, okay? Yep, they're manifesting. There's also going to be good karma making its round as well. Some of you are going to get good things happening to you this weekend. Just really need to say that as well. Some of them are going to be manifesting sexual desire here as well, so you may feel that too. Oh, the Gaia awakening. Oh my god. Yeah, don't chase, don't run. I mean, you can run, but don't chase. Yeah, childhood wounds. Definitely a huge one here. There's a lot of jealousy going on in this connection right now. Some of you may be jealous of their partner that they're holding on to, if that's the case for you. Jealousy of your life. They're jealous of you. You're jealous of them. That sort of thing is going on as well. There's definitely, if some of them are holding on to a connection here, guys, there's definitely some arguing going on. Okay? Definitely differences, or they're realizing that the person they're with right now, because they're changing, and that person may be unawakened, or maybe that person's awakened and they're on different pages as well. There's differences. They realize they're not compatible anymore. Okay, this is going to be something reflecting on as well. Some of them are going to feel like they can't trust this person anymore. They're just going to view them differently or look at them differently. Yeah, they're going to be really encouraged to move on to bigger and better things when it comes to their life. They're definitely going to be starting to stand in the confidence, have more determination of making changes of their life. And guys, they're really going to be thinking about, you know, giving back to you, okay, and being more kind to people in general in their life. And like I said, try not to think ill thoughts on if they are with somebody else right now, a girlfriend or anything like that, or wife, or, you know, it's their mom or dad they're holding on to and that's their, you know, karma there. Try not to think ill thoughts on that person because that is just low vibrational. I do feel a lot of them are going to try to spend the weekend taking the focus off what is actually going on. They're going to try to avoid it. Okay. So they're trying to kind of look after themselves this weekend, work on themselves this weekend. I feel a lot of trying to distract themselves going on as well. And, you know, they might go on a trip. They might go out of town. They might go out, okay, just hang out with friends. I do feel they're definitely imagining the life they truly desire. Okay, but I feel like they're being sly in general here, so that is indicating to me that you need to be watchful of manipulation or be watchful of what they say to you right now. They are contemplating, though. Okay? Some of them may be meditating and shit. Okay? So I do feel like right now they're definitely deep in thought. They're worried. They're concerned. They have a lot of anxiety about growing. It's causing confusion. They're pondering on their next move. Okay? So this is scaring them, to put it lightly here. It's very frightening to make these decisions, to end cycles, to have a new beginning. And that's where fighting it off is happening here. Because they definitely are really on the defense right now, and they're trying to blindfold themselves to these changes coming in. They're not in the right mindset for some of them to stand in their masculine energy and to be devoted to that. Yeah, they're very reluctant. They're hiding their heart. They're like just trying to avoid it. Trying to avoid it. So this is like a female's importance of their life. Or your life, you guys. Some of them are going to realize that you are the feminine energy that's very important in their life, and they've been taking it for granted. Some of them are going to wake up to the fact that you are more to them than they realized. Okay? Have more respect for you, more admiration for you. For right now, they're just in a place of despair, depression, pain, you know, going through tests, burdens. They're suffering in silence. They're trying to occupy the time. They're drinking. They're using drugs. They're doing all this very horrible energy right now, and they really feel like they're making up and having a lot of sacrifice for going on right now in their life when it comes to spirituality. Okay, I feel like it's misfortune. They really do. Yeah, they're going to realize they're deeply rooted to other parts of their life. They're going to have past life connections. There's more going on with your person than you realize. There really is. Okay? There's more going on there. There's stuff they're not telling you right now. And they're definitely going to travel down another path here. Okay? Masculine, they're also in the feminine energy right now. They're really going to try to bottle up these emotions, especially if they're around other people. Yeah, I don't see people that you have karmic debt with as bad. I really don't. I see that as growth. I really do. I know it's growth. It's to help you grow. It's to help you learn. And if you have hatred towards that person, then you just have to relive it again. Okay? Appreciate that person. What did you learn? What was the growth that you experienced? What are you going to take on into your next part of your life from that? How did it make you a stronger person? Appreciate that person for that. And some of you maybe aren't on bad terms with that person. You're still friends with them or whatever it may be in your situation. Your person definitely wants to be victorious. Okay? They really do. And they're trying to discover their wish fulfillment. For sure. I think everybody you cross in your life is a teacher. I really do. I don't think it has to be one person. I think it's everybody. Everybody in your life is a teacher of some sort. You know, whether it's a friendship you had very briefly, or it's just somebody you ran into very briefly, they had a conversation with. You know, there's some sort of learning experience out of everybody that you cross. I really do see some movement here. I really do see some victory when it comes to love, guys, when it comes to these connections. I really do see some eye-opening aspects to this. I do see your person wanting to give back, show some emotion towards you at some point here, okay? Some of you may be a water sign here. Some of them may decide to leave one person and go towards another here is what I'm seeing. Okay, maybe somebody wants to move away from a water sign and go towards an earth sign, or go from an earth sign to a water sign. I'm seeing that as well. Or there's going to be some movement here, but I feel like they're really holding on to the entire situation at this time and really contemplating on that. That's just something I'm seeing. Or it could be that, you know, some of you are, you know, flopping back and forth between emotions and logic here as well. I do see the ending of some sort of third-party situation here for some of you. So, well, I really feel some decision going on here. When it comes to love, yeah, I see some sort of offer coming in, but right now they're holding on to something, but I see an ending. You know, here's like, you know, issues with love, that sort of thing coming in. They have a lot of anxiety about this. They know they have to make a choice. They know they have to make a choice. Lewis, what are you going to do this weekend? Drink? And they're going to be gaining some clarity when it comes to this choice and anxiety. So the moon is going to push them to gain that clarity for that new beginning and understanding, and be more inspired with the choice that they make. But right now they feel very tied down to their thoughts, very tied down to their decisions. So they're really all up in their head about this. Yep, they're in their emotions. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign as well. They're definitely doing some work on something here, guys, and this is where I feel that the secret plans are being made, and they want to be in the King of Pentacles energy, somebody who has a solid foundation, somebody who's, you know, working on money, that sort of thing. I do see some movement when it comes to that as well. I also feel there may be communication. So some of you may be dealing with a water sign or an earth sign as well when it comes to your masculine energy. Yeah, it's my like, if I hold things up, it's like it has automatic there, and it's not like anything particular. It just kind of does that sometime. So some of you may be an air sign as well. They kind of want to make movement here, guys, but they just feel like you put a cutoff on them. Somebody may be leaving somebody. There might be a divorce here as well. Or somebody's trying to gain the strength to divorce. That's what I'm picking up there for some of you. Okay. I do see a cutoff here, though. Some changes coming in with that cutoff, because there's been conflict here. Could be a Leo sign as well. Could be a Pisces. Some of you are going to really trust your intuition here about this whole situation with your masculine, because there is red flags surrounding your masculine right now as well, or whoever you're inquiring about. Well, don't worry about their karmic situation, not your problem. Don't dwell on it. I do see the ending of a connection or relationship coming in. Okay, whether it's on your side or their side, I do see a cutoff here. Yeah, I do. I feel like it's just the end of this situation. There's no more movement here, and it could be, some of you may be ending a relationship with your mother or their mother, or they're ending that or putting boundaries up, but I do see the ending. You know, it could be a mother of children as well. Conflict here. A lot of heartache around this as well. There's a lot of heartache surrounding this here. So yeah, they're really going to be in their head about a decision is what I am picking up here. And it's just an uphill battle, whatever's going on. But I feel like this is a secret. They're not telling you, because with the unknown card here, this is like an extra card in this deck. Like, you have no idea this is going on. But I am seeing a cutoff. It could be that, you know, they have a wife that's cutting them off, or you're cutting somebody off, or there's something like that. But they're really worried about the uphill battle that goes along with it, or they're scared. They're scared. And they're trying to manipulate the situation here to avoid it. That's what I'm picking up here. But this karma's done. It's done. One side or the other. Yeah, they keep trying to work it out. They keep trying to manipulate the situation to keep it working, because they don't want to face it. There's some lazy aspect here. There's some laziness here, not wanting to deal with it. Whatever it is, it's toxic. Very toxic. Yep, toxic. Toxic relationship, toxic foundation. Okay, I do see some justice coming in here. They're going within to decide what to do next with this, is what I'm feeling. But some of them are definitely going to be manipulative. There's a lot of red flags around this. So just, yeah, the ending of cycles here, the ending, completion. Just try to stay away. Just back away. I feel like some of them are going within to work on this as well, or decide their next move in that aspect. Okay. If they're dealing with somebody, guys, like somebody else, I don't feel there is any passion there anymore. Okay, there's no sex or that sort of thing coming in for some of you as well. Yeah, they're really contemplating on this. Yep. In here with that situation. But there's going to be a ton of heartache here, okay, guys, and a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety here. So your person's going to go through a lot in a healing process as well, if that's a situation. They're really concerned about money, and this is where I feel the ego death is going to come in here, okay? And they're really going to reflect on the mistakes that they made when it comes to this connection, and how they can fix it and what they can do to fix it. So they're really going to try everything in their power to fix the situation right now. Some of them I'm hearing are separated from that person, if that's the case, and they're not telling you either. So you don't even know. All right? A lot of ego death. A lot of swallowing the pride. Well, they can tell you stuff all day long, but actions speak louder than words. And like I said, just keep your nose out of it, you know. Because there might be children involved if that's the case, and that is a very fragile situation. And if you have no compassion for the children, you're only thinking about yourself, then you have some issues as well that you need to face, okay? Just being honest. Just being honest. Yep, let go of trying to control the situation. They need to let go of trying to control their life as well as you do. Yep, I see reconciliation for a lot of you here, okay? There's some form of reconciliation here. Some of them are going to try to reconcile with who they're holding on to. They'll all be truthful, but some of you may reconcile with your person. Okay, there's going to be some passionate reconciliation coming in for some of you. But you guys need to work on forgiving. There's a lot of red flags around this situation, especially when it comes to forgiveness. A lot of you are holding on to resentment right now. It's not doing any justice. Yeah. There's an ending of some sort of marriage here for some of you. Some sort of commitment. Doesn't have to be marriage. It can be whatever they're holding on to. So any commitment in their life, it doesn't have to be just a marriage or a wedding. Okay, but I do see that it's toxic. It's unrequited. They're realizing this as well. They're struggling to forgive. They're struggling to move forward. Some of you have a marriage as well that you already left, and you're holding on to resentment. And that's where forgiving and learning needs to take place. But you guys are being recommended to just trust in the situation, trust in the divine. If this is the case, step back, Mind your own business. Stay optimistic about your own life right now. Okay. Some of them are just they're gonna try really hard, if this is the case for them, that they're holding on to something they're committed to. Okay, they're gonna try really hard to hold on to this, even though there's nothing there anymore. But they know they need to free themselves, but you need to free yourself too. You do. You need to free yourself from the situation. Some of you are just simply dealing with an asshole and a player, and it's not what you think it is. It's unrequited and simple as that. And you're going to realize this as well. Okay? There might be sexual attraction, but that's the extent of it. And you guys are being manipulated. Okay, so I do see some of you are going to take it to the next level with your person. Okay, I do see past life connection coming in as well. But I do see the ending of codependency, and that's the one thing I do feel is going to surface with these connections right now, or in your life in general, is the ending of codependency. Okay, so even if, you know, for some of you, there's karma that needs to be cleared in your connection in general. So even if this karma is cleared and you guys have a new beginning, there needs to be the ending of codependency there. Okay? Because some of you, I feel, are going to have a rejuvenation and a new start in your marriages right now. And that is happening too. It doesn't mean you have to divorce when there's a karmic connection or karma in the connection. You can have karma with your DM as well, or, you know, DF. But whatever connection or soul connection, whatever it is, guys, there's a lot of karma that just needs to be cleared. And some of you are going to have an absolute new beginning in that connection. Okay. If you don't want to be with that person, then, you know, step away. But for some of you, that is what's going on. It's going to happen. It's just the year of release. Because I just strongly don't believe that all karmic partners are horrible people. I just don't. I really believe that some of them heal that karma and move forward with it together. Okay? So I do feel that your person is definitely in retreat mode here, in hermit mode, okay, that sort of thing, stepping back, you know, trying to keep busy, trying to not face these emotions, okay? They don't want to face these emotions, okay? They have a ton of regret, though, guys, when it comes to you and what they've done to you. They're going to face these regrets in general, and they're going to try to, you know, they really want forgiveness from people that they have done wrong in their life. All right. Some of you may face that regret as well. Okay. There's going to be a lot of dwelling on, you know, the regret that you had from things you did like years ago to now. Okay. So expect that to happen as well. So some of them, you know, they feel rejected because you turned your back, or you moved forward with somebody else, or whatever the situation is here. You just dump them and you're done. You're not dealing with their bullshit anymore. So they feel very rejected and they're triggered right now, or you're triggered. Okay, they're very obsessed about the situation. They're really thinking about this. They're all up in their head. They're very attracted to you. They have chemistry with you. So, you know, patience, your guys' favorite word, the P word, patience, is being recommended here. Well, nobody should take advantage of you for a one-night stand. Nobody should be having an affair when you're married. Nobody should be doing a very low vibrational energy. So time apart is going to bring some clarity here. So I expect some, you know, hermit mode going on in a time of self-reflecting. I feel like there's one more card here. For some of you, just a fuck buddy is what you're dealing with. Sorry to say. Sorry to say. You're just being used for sex. And that's up to you to decide if that's all your connection truly is. Because some of you are being manipulated into thinking, you know, this person might tell you, you're my ultimate soulmate, I love you, and you guys are like hooking up, and that's all it is, and nothing more. Okay, there's very little communication outside of that. And this is a player, this is a narcissist, this is somebody that is toxic. Toxic. Okay? They may have a wife, they may have a girlfriend, they may have a female in every area code. All right. And, well, I still have a cold, but energetically I'm feeling better. So some of you, like, you're going to learn this. You're going to open your eyes to this during this eclipse. I just see a lot of clarity coming forward and realization that, oh, wow, this connection isn't what I thought it was, or, you know, that sort of thing. Or even if it is your connection or your person, like, it's toxic the way it is right now and it needs to end. Okay, nobody should be used for sex. That is not okay. That is disrespectful. That is kind of dirty. Okay, it's just not. You shouldn't be having affairs with people, married people. Okay, very low vibrational. You need to raise your vibration, not lower it. All right? And just, you know, karma makes a full circle. Yeah, there's a lot of detachment with feelings going on. Yes, absolutely. And I feel the universe is doing this to you guys for a reason. Okay? What that reason is... Let me see what I get in on that. Self-healing. Healing. Love. To turn your focus on to what you truly need to focus on right now, which is not the connection, because a lot of you are obsessing and obsessing and obsessing and holding expectations and getting a bit in the ego. So it's part of the ego death. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? A lot of you will be content with these connections. Okay? And this has been going on for a while. Like, there's been a sense of content, and then there's the longing again, and the obsessing, and then the sense of content. But as this goes on, what I am seeing or hearing or being told in the collective here is that the detaching aspect of it is becoming easier. Okay. Yep. They're going to start healing these emotions, accepting these emotions, rising up out of the dust. A tower moment has hit with these emotions that they've been hiding. You're definitely, you know, all up in the head right now, guys, with this awakening process, and facing emotions is also making plans. Okay? Things are going to start turning in that direction. And like I said, making plans for 2020, trying to establish a foundation, going after their purpose, you know, going on their mission in life here. Okay? These childhood wounds coming forward as well is going to influence their plans for 2020, however that correlates there. Okay? I do feel that they are watching you. You're watching them. Some of that is going on. I would refrain from watching them because I'm hearing that some of you are going to get triggered by some pictures that may be posted on social media this weekend. And being it is an emotional time, you don't need to feed the fire with your triggers if that's the case for some of you. Some of you just plain don't care. And you're going to face other aspects of your life. So if you see a picture with them, with somebody else, or whatever that may be, or some sort of triggering meme, or something that indicates they don't care about you, you know, some of you are going to be like, whatever, and you know it's just a facade anyways, but some of you are going to be quite triggered by that. So my recommendation to you is, you know, try to refrain from stalking too much, because it will trigger some of you this weekend. It's going to trigger childhood wounds. It's going to trigger, you know, rejection and abandonment. Okay. We got water signs in again, so some of you are definitely a water sign. Okay, are there a water sign? A lot of water signs coming in today in the collective. They're definitely going to be imagining and fantasizing this weekend about a different life, about what they truly desire, but they're just fearful of the obstacles in the way, you know, but some of them are preparing for that battle as well. But they just feel so trapped. They feel so cornered right now. Yep, they feel like the universe, you know, we got earth signs as well here, but they just feel so trapped. And I'm picking up a lot of earth and water here, guys, so it could be they feel trapped between two different people that are earth and water, or, you know, two different elements here, or take it as it resonates, okay? They feel trapped between two different situations for some of them here is what I'm seeing, or their mother that they're holding on to could be an earth sign, for example, as well, and you're a water sign, you know, take it as it resonates there. You're definitely stuck in the 3D matrix right now, but I do see that changing as well. They're going to be pushed more into the 5D. Yep, somebody is traveling. There may be some people out of town. Some of you are out of town. Some of you will be out of town. But, you know, it could be that they're just traveling away from the connection where you are as well. I do feel that there's timeouts being taken here to cleanse energy, to cleanse karma, definitely there. And, you know, they're ready to move forward, but they're not at the same time. They feel very trapped. They feel very cornered. It's like if somebody confronted them, the universe is confronting them right now, and they're just trying to kind of stay in their safe little zone right now and not move forward. I do see a lot of you just surrendering here. Yeah. There's some trusting the intuition and surrendering here, but also I'm hearing that this is surrendering to guilt, okay? Guilt and shame, surrendering to these emotions, surrendering these childhood wounds is all going to be happening. Just this complete cleanse, this complete releasing. This is going to be a long reading, but I feel the need to come on right now throughout the weekend and do these type of readings to help you guys through this, because this is going to be a very, very tough shift. All right. They feel very belittled right now. Maybe fire signs. We got fire, water, and earth coming in heavy right now. But guys, I see reconciliation. I do. I do. Okay, some of you may cross paths with your person on accident, divinely orchestrated this weekend. They're really trying to get into that courage here. They're really trying to get into that to end cycles, and they're just going to fight it off so bad because they know that if they end that cycle, there is more there. And, you know, with this being a spaceship there, guys, like, it's another dimension to me, and they're going to be really pushed into that other dimension. Okay, like my husband and I were saying, it just feels like we're in two different dimensions right now. There's no sense of time. There's no sense of reality right now. Okay, but temptation is going to hold them back. Temptation of holding on to their old lifestyle and habits. Okay, they're going to be very tempted, but the universe is like, no. Their higher selves is communicating with them. Yeah, they're out in their own little world right now trying to avoid this and balance out their mind, body, and soul as well. Their life is upside down. Their life is upside down. Heavy stuff, guys. Heavy stuff. I just feel like the feminine is going to embrace it a bit better. I feel like the feminine already hit this moment, honestly. You may hit a little bit more this weekend as well, but I just feel that the feminine's already going to be hit a lot of this already. And now it's the masculine. You're going to hit this. Yeah. They're going to realize they've been selling themselves short in life, that the life that they are hanging on to is not, there's no growth there. And it's just like they have more growth in them right now, more spiritual growth in them right now. And they're kind of selling themselves short of that. Okay. And they just feel very empty right now. I mean, there's that sense of emptiness. You know, they're going through this awakening process, which is making them feel kind of weird anyways. But yeah. And they're facing all their foolish behavior, all their idiotic behavior as well. The guilt is strong. Self-medicating is definitely going to be going on. Definitely some spying going on this weekend, though, one way or another here. There's going to be some childish behavior for some of you. All right, whether it's them doing it, somebody here is going to try to contact their person, and it's just not a good idea. Okay, it's just kind of invading everything. They're going through a toxic thing here. They're just not in a good mind state right now. It's just not a good idea to contact your person or try to be forceful of contact. Okay, because there's just somebody's going to have some childish behavior. okay, or lashing out, or there's just a warning not to do that right now, not to invade them right now, not to invade their awakening, not to invade their hermit mode, okay, work on you, you know, not to invade something that's none of your business as well. They have a right to a private life. Yeah. Some of you are being very forceful and you're demanding that they end cycles, or you're going to be demanding to end cycles. That is how I see this right now, and you need to really just, no, don't do it. Don't be forceful. The universe is going to be forceful enough. Okay, they don't need to, they don't need double the force. Okay, they're really going to try to stay faithful to their life right now, guys, or faithful to their situations, or they're just really going to fight this bad, real bad, but the full moon and stuff is going to really force it. Yep, a lot of them are emotionally unavailable. Leave them alone. Leave it be. Just leave them alone. Yep. There's going to be some self-medicating going on to fill voids in their life right now to not face this pain. Just leave it be. Okay, they're going to be cowards about it. It's bringing out insecurity. All right, they're going to be very unstable emotionally, and that's where I'm just, you know, encouraging not to contact. If they contact you, just be careful with your words. Choose your battles, that sort of thing. Okay? It's making them uncomfortable, and they're just going to try to be robotic about it and just try to avoid it and continue with their life that no longer serves them, because at this point, if there's no growth in a connection, there's no growth in a situation, okay, there's, all it is like a robotic life at this point. Okay, so they're just going to be really insecure about that change, though, because it's all they know. It's all they're used to. All right. So, guys, just remember, only you can heal yourselves. Okay, nurturing. A lot of you want to nurture your person. You want to make them better. You want to send them healing. You want to make everything all right. You want to end their problems for them. Okay. So this is where you're being recommended, is to listen and feel yourself. Okay. And really face that and stand in your power and stay grounded. And, you know, understand that only you can heal you. Only they can heal them. Like, you can't do it for them. Okay. You can't. And by trying to do it for them, you're kind of forgetting yourself in the process. Okay, so be more nurturing to yourself. All right. Be more creative. Some of you need to step into your creative side as well. You're going to be encouraged to do that when it comes to your life purpose. Step out of your, you know, comfort zone as well when it comes to that. Oh, too many cards. Hold on. Shuffle again. Yeah, they're definitely going to be exploring. They're definitely going to be imagining and thinking about their life they desire. And I do feel they're going to get these visions and downloads, and they're going to think it's like their mind, but actually it's the universe, like, sending them stuff. And, you know, that's how I receive downloads as well. I see it in my vision, like it's daydreaming. So I really see that coming in as well. If it's meant to end, the universe will definitely intervene. However, there's going to be a lot of fighting against that because they have their free will. So that's where you have to step back, cannot hold expectations that, oh, with this eclipse, my person's going to move away from their situation. No, that's not the case. For all of you, it's not. Okay, so they're going to fight this, and then I feel that there will be some relief from the pressure from the universe intervening, but there's going to be a lot of change in them, which is going to make them see their perspective differently, which is going to cause some conflict with whatever they're holding on to. And then I see the universe intervening again and throwing in another tower continuously throughout the year if they're going to hold on. You didn't lose hope, Fairy Aries. You know, you surrendered. We've discussed this so many times. Yeah, they're definitely going to examine that dark side this weekend, you know, and try to get in that state of ecstasy, okay? They're going to be denying a lot of things. They're going to try to self-medicate to feel better, to stay in this state of euphoria. Okay? So, but they're going to get in touch with their roots as well. They're going to start listening to their body, their mind, everything like this, but they're really going to try to avoid it. Really going to try to avoid it. Yeah, transformation. So, are you going to surrender? That's good, though. That's good. So you guys need to trust this, okay? You need to trust this process, this shift, and this new path you're going to be walking down. And your masculine is, or a feminine, or your person, whatever. They're going to be pushed to trust it. They're going to be pushed to do that. To walk down the path of the unknown, to get past their fears. Okay? Yep, I see them entering the 5D. I really do. I see this happening. I see them going on their mission here. A mission to humanity. Because that's kind of what you do in these connections. Yep, there's going to be a lot of depression going on. Yep, they're going to start answering to their calling. Okay, they're going to have a calling. They're going to do it. Going to do it. Be forced to. Okay, there's a lot of simplifying lives that's going on here, expelling things that don't serve you, releasing grasp on materialistic world and items and that sort of thing happening. And when I went through a major awakening, I went through and threw out like 20 garbage bags of shit out of my house. Not literally shit, but stuff. Some of them are going to be doing this. Okay, they're going to be going through and be like, I don't need this. I'm going to give it to somebody who needs it. Or, you know, be more giving and understanding, like, oh, I haven't used this in a year, so I'm going to give this to somebody, or I'm going to help somebody out, that sort of thing. Okay. Or balancing out things and understanding they don't need to work, 18 hours a day. And it's not necessary to work that. Just have enough money to fulfill their needs and just trust the universe there as well. Okay, that sort of thing. Okay, so they're ready. Some of them are ready to go after their heart's desire. Okay. They definitely are dreaming big. They're definitely getting downloads. They're thinking about that, but it's going to be, small steps here. There's going to be a lot of synchronization going on during this moon. However, not all of it is, oh my God, I saw his initials. Oh my God, I saw a number revolves around him. No, some of it's going to be revolved around your mission, around your purpose. So do pay attention to that. And what is on your mind? What is in your surrounding area? Look up the angel number of whatever you're seeing, because there is a message there that is beyond just your connection. Okay? And you need to notice them in order to increase your vibration, in order to have more of an understanding of what you need to be doing as well. Yeah, some of you are going to be enduring self-employment. Some of you are thinking about self-employment here, and you want to quit your current job or whatever this is. You're being told that you're ready to do this, that you're going to be guided to do this, and some of you are being guided to do this because this is your purpose that you need to be doing. Like me going into this right now, guys, I at one point just said I'm going to trust the universe is going to take care of me. And I just said I want to be able to feed my children and pay my bills. That's all I asked for. Okay? And those that are greedy about money, like I said last night, are going to be punished this year for being greedy and taking from those less fortunate to have personal gain. Those of you that go into self-employment or anything like that to have a purpose or to have that sort of thing and not for greed are the ones that are gifted with prosperity and abundance. That's how I feel, and I've seen it. I've seen it. Okay? It's playtime, guys. Time to have more fun. Time to have more fun. Go out this weekend. Go do something. Take care of yourself. Accept help from other people as well. Yep, go out with your friend. Go have fun. Go in hermit mode. Explore yourself. See your blessings surrounding you. Okay, I'm going to see what healing is going to be exposed for the masculine energy this weekend. I do feel, you know, with the patients here, they've been avoiding a lot of things here. Okay, they've been avoiding this tower for a long time, and it's been testing their patience and, you know, anticipation, and I do see that being healed, you know, trying to resist. That's how I'm seeing that right now, resisting. And also, feminine, you need to heal your patience, your problem with patience as well. Okay, I really see that they're going to be healing this tower moment. They're going to rise back up out of it. So masculine energy, yep, they're going to work on their courage. Some of them, you know, have a childhood where a mother figure made them feel very belittled or demasculined, okay? And this is where mother healing needs to come in, and they need to gain the courage to step in that masculine power as well and understand that, you know, that isn't true about them. Discovering the life purpose. Absolutely. Creative sides are going to come out. Ending cycles, ending old ways of thinking. Okay. Let's see what feminine's going to heal. Home life. Home life. And this is so important. So the feminine energy here is going to really be reflecting on cycles in their life as well, and what cycles they are repeating from their childhood, from their past life, however that may be. The ending of ancestral karma. Okay, some of you that have been with abusive relationships, abusive men, or it doesn't have to be men, no gender orientation here. There's been generations of women doing this, and it's following ancestral karma here. So I do see a lot of healing in that aspect as well. Or some of you realizing that you're just with somebody who you're repeating those cycles with, and it needs to come to an end because it's not what you think it is right now. Okay. Yeah, some of you are going to be bringing out that wild side. Like, you're going to be just transforming as well, and, you know, not being embarrassed and being who you truly are. You're going to start speaking up for yourself. Say what you mean. Be honest. You don't have to be embarrassed for who you truly are. You don't have to be embarrassed for, you know, what you do, or, you know, really voice your intentions or what you need, okay? And have more faith in the upper hand that you are being taken care of. Some of you really need to heal rejection, and that is a lot of the problem of repetitive cycles as well from your childhood, okay? Is that rejection that you received as a child that is being repetitive throughout, you know, partners in your life, okay? Sexual arts. A lot of you need to understand that, you know, for one thing, being used for sex is not okay. It's also low vibrational. Or sleeping with people expecting that to be love, and have an understanding that sex is an energy exchange, okay? If your person's being low vibrational and you have sex with that person, it's going to pass on low vibrational energy to you, and it's not going to make you feel good about yourself, especially if it's under the circumstance that you're having sex with somebody with a one-night stand, okay? That is not cool. It's your choice. But just remember, when you do have sex with somebody, that energy does stay in you for a very long time. Okay? Some of you view sex as love, sex as being accepted. And if you don't have sex with this person and receive that, what you think is love from that person, that you feel rejected. So you're viewing sex in a very, you know, unrealistic manner. Okay? It is sacred. It is special. Okay? It's not to mess around with, in my opinion, or what I honestly think is the truth, really. But a lot of you have depression as well that you need to heal, okay? You really got to take that in consideration, that your depression is not caused by your person. It's caused by you, okay? So, some messages from your person. Yep, that is an old wound from rejection. It kind of goes with rejection there. and you think if you have sex with somebody that you're going to get accepted by that person. But, you know, somebody that truly is wanting to date you or see you or, you know, embrace you is not going to just try to get sex out of you. I should have been more honest. I kept sweeping my feelings under the rug. They're feeling very lonely this weekend. They don't know how to get past a ton of regrets, guys. A ton of regrets. Maybe we're not just right for each other. They're very confused. Very confused. I take full blame for the separation. They want to come back and fix it. Some of them may do that. I lie in bed at night and fantasize. I'm almost ready for a fresh start. Deep down, they want that more than anything, a new beginning. Ending of cycles. You haunt their dreams. You haunt them. They try to forget about you, and they're constantly reminded, or having dreams, or past life dreams, that sort of thing. Letting go of this grudge has been a challenge for me. Some of them, you know, have a grudge against you as well. Or there's been some fighting that went on, and wow. They admit they were harsh, and there's no reason to treat you that way. Do you realize how beautiful you are? Sometimes it feels like I meant nothing to you. You seem to be doing just fine without me. That's because some of you stepped away from the connection. Okay. So I hope that helped you guys. So I'm going to do some private readings now. Try to bust through some of them. Now I don't have a pulsating headache. Okay, guys, so if you do want a private reading, information below. I am about a month out on my basic bookings right now. I say a month at most, but I'm trying to get them done quicker than that. I do have emergency as well. However, I'm going to change my prices very soon here, and I'm going to change what services I offer and that sort of thing. So right now is the time to book if that's what you want to do. Yeah, so things are going to change. Also, I do not do time limits. So those of you that are like, I want a 30-minute reading, I don't do timed readings, okay? Whatever comes out at the time. Mini readings are a little more quick one. Usually my in-depth are roughly 20 minutes, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. It just depends on how quick I channel and what comes out, what needs to come out. So no times on readings, okay? All right, guys, I hope you have a good weekend.